Welcome to the Surface Ocean Lower Atmosphere Study, a global research project dedicated to studying air-sea interaction within the global context. My name is Jessica Geer and I'm the Solas Executive Director. The mission of Solas is to quantify the interactions between the atmosphere and the ocean, which means the physical, chemical, and biological interactions that are linked to these processes. In addition, Solas aims at understanding the feedbacks between the coupled air-sea system and climate and global change. Solas research is coordinated and communicated by a dual international project office. The International Project Office Germany is currently located at GEOMA Helmholtz Center for Ocean Research Kiel in Germany, but it's in the process of moving to the National University of Ireland in Galway. This is where the executive director will be based. The other IPO is located at the State Key Laboratory for Marine Environmental Sciences at the Xiamen University in China. This is where the Deputy Executive Director is based. Solas has 4 international sponsors: SCORE, Future Earth, the International Commission on Atmospheric Chemistry and Global Pollution, and the World Climate Research Programme. The current Solas IPO funders are GEOMA and MEL. The Solar Science and Society Initiative on Ship blooms and their impacts on ocean biogeochemistry brings together 3 endorsed ship projects. Solas will facilitate collaboration and interaction between these projects by organizing a workshop on ship emissions next year. A session at the SRI 21 explored the gaps in relation to policy across the air-sea interface and addressed inconsistencies between ocean atmosphere science and policy. A Solas event report will shortly be published. The SSC, highlighted in yellow, is supported by a broad national and regional network, with Solas representatives in 29 different countries that are highlighted in blue. The Solar Science Mission is organized around 5 core themes. Theme 1 is focused on greenhouse gases in the oceans and encompasses all processes in the ocean that impact atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases. Theme 2 is about the air-sea interface and fluxes of mass and energy, focusing on physical chemistry of the interface between the air and sea, as well as the atmospheric and oceanic boundary layers. Theme 3 is on atmospheric deposition and ocean biogeochemistry, and is about how material in the atmosphere impacts surface ocean ecosystems. Theme 4 is about the interconnections between aerosols, clouds, and marine ecosystems. This theme is focused on how the marine system impacts mixed-phase atmospheric chemistry. Theme 5 is on ocean biogeochemical controls on atmospheric chemistry and is primarily focused on gas-phase atmospheric chemistry, but it also includes aerosol chemistry. None of the 5 core themes operates in isolation, but they are related and connected to each other. Solas has identified several integrated topics that include upwelling zones, polar oceans, and the Indian Ocean. The Initiative on Climate Intervention is evaluating the environmental ethic and impact of geoengineering proposals. In addition, there is an initiative on Solar Science and Society, which looks at how air-sea interaction science can contribute to policy development and how policy and human activities impact the coupled air-sea system. This initiative involves, for example, impacts on ship plume emissions on ocean biogeochemistry, blue carbon, and open ocean stewardship. Solas has a broad network and linkages to other organizations and sponsors for programs. One of these programs is in collaboration with the Integrated Marine Biosphere Research Project, IMBER, on ocean acidification, which is the Solas IMBER Ocean Acidification Working Group, SIOA. In addition, Solas sponsors the Integrated Ocean Carbon Research Program, together with CLIVOR, GCP, IMBER, IUCCP, and WCRP. In collaboration with CLIC, the Climate and Cryosphere Program, and SCAR, the Scientific Committee on Antarctic Research, Solas sponsors BEPSI, the Biogeochemical Exchange Processes at Sea Ice Interfaces. Together with the International Global Atmospheric Chemistry (IGAC) project, Solas sponsors the Cryosphere and Atmospheric Chemistry CATCH program. In addition to these, Solas also has collaborations with several other organizations such as the NASA, ESA, PICES or GESAMP. Solas plays a main role in some of the UN Ocean Decade activities, such as Solas is a partner of the proposal on coastal zones under intensifying human activities and changing climate, a regional program integrating science, management and societies to support ocean sustainability, in short Coastal SOS. This program wants to enable effective integration of science, governance, and society to fundamentally change the business as usual development model of the coastal zone. Further, SOLAS is a co-organizer of the satellite activity as part of the Ocean Decade Laboratory, an observing air-sea interaction strategy, in short OASIS, for a clean ocean in November. This aims at providing solution-oriented science to shape policy, incorporate new ideas to scientific research in the OASIS frame, which may not be traditionally associated with a clean ocean. In addition, SOLAS is a co-sponsor for the 53rd International Liège Colloquium on Ocean Dynamics, together with Gone and Good next year. The conference aims at investigating new developments and insights related to deoxygenation in open and coastal waters. Also, we are developing ideas for joint proposals with other international programs for an Ocean Decade endorsement. The concept of climate intervention is growing in importance. Yet, with the current lack of information, there is a critical need for large-scale research and deployment proposals, and also policy and governance structures to be informed by robust science. All SOLAS themes provide research understanding in key areas of relevance to marine climate intervention, and SOLAS scientists are engaged in relevant international projects. For example, BEPSI published a commentary outlining how geoengineering strategies to slow sea ice melting would affect not only Earth's climate but also the biology and chemistry of the oceans, atmosphere and ice. Currently, SOLAS is developing collaborative approaches to accelerate research on climate intervention and will meet with the implementation team on climate intervention to strategize SOLAS' way forward shortly. The SOLAS Indian Ocean Initiative is gaining momentum, especially with the SOLAS Indian Ocean meeting last year in September that was held online. For example, an implementation plan is being developed for the Indian Ocean. A number of SOLAS-related studies funded by the Indian governmental agencies are underway for SOLAS endorsement. Also, a second SOLAS Indian Ocean meeting is being planned for late 22. An overview manuscript and a special issue synthesizing SOLAS research in the Indian Ocean region is also being developed. All of these will provide opportunities for further collaboration with other international organizations. The SOLAS Science and Society Initiative on ship blooms and their impacts on ocean biogeochemistry brings together three endorsed ship projects. SOLAS will facilitate collaboration and interaction between these projects by organizing a workshop on ship emissions next year. A session at the SRI 21 explored the gaps in relation to policy across the air-sea interface and addressed inconsistencies between ocean atmosphere science and policy. A SOLAS event report will shortly be published. In addition to interdisciplinary research, SOLAS also supports scientific exchange, community building and career development. From December this year, the National University of Ireland in Galway will host the IPO Ireland and the Executive Director. This hosting agreement is connected to the development and administration of a one-year international SOLAS research master's program in the area of ocean-atmosphere climate interactions. The first master students will be joining in September 22. The hosting agreement will be for 5 years with the possibility of an extension. Another main capacity building initiative of SOLAS are the summer schools. These are tailored to multi- and interdisciplinary students and early career marine and atmospheric chemists. To date, SOLAS has organized 7 international summer schools involving around 500 students. The next summer school will be held virtually in 2022, while the next in-person school will be held in person on Cape Verde at the Ocean Science Center Mindelo. This will be the first time the school will be held in Africa. Solas has organized a series of highly successful open science conferences that usually bring together about 200 scientists from all over the world. During these conferences, Solar scientists debate pressing science questions during discussion sessions, brainstorm about new initiatives during targeted workshops, or we bring together early career researchers on an early career researcher day. The next Open Science Conference is being planned for September 22 as a hybrid event in Cape Town, South Africa. Other upcoming events include a HUMETSAT Solas workshop on remote sensing, hopefully a session on air-sea chemical fluxes at the EGU next year, as well as the 8th International Symposium and Gas Transfer at Water Surfaces in Plymouth, UK. Of course, there are multiple ways of how to connect with Solas. You can join the mailing list or follow us on Twitter, ResearchGate, or Flickr to stay apprised of the most current news on Solas, events, publications, and more. Thanks a lot for your attention. See you at the SCORE meeting and have a great day.